Welcome to the Trick Shift Garage. In this video I'm going to show you guys how to fix that shift to park error message that you're receiving. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so here's the technical service bulletin for GM, and bulletin number is 19NA206, and here you can see Blazer, Malibu, Traverse, Vault, and Acadia. Alright, so if you follow along with this, I'll have a link in the description, that way you can find it yourself. Follow along these steps. That's basically what I'm going to do here, and hopefully it permanently fixes the problem. So what you want to do is get a good firm grasp on the knob. I'll try to do it left-handed just to show you. And you want to pull up. I'm going to do right. Pull up while also rocking it back and forth. Oh, there we go. All right, so we got that off. Next step is when you take off the boot. So I got this little thing. You can use like a trim removal tool. I wouldn't really use anything sharp like a regular flathead screwdriver unless you wrap it with some tape or something. So I'm just going to go in here, and you want to go between the chrome piece and the leather and go in there and kind of pry up like so. On this side here too. Got it out now. All right, and there you can see there's basically just two clips, one on each side here. These are just other things just to help align it with the rest of the console. Here's two clips on this side as well. Okay, oh, there's one here, so there's one in the front and one in the back. Okay, so those are all the locations for the actual boot. Like I said, either you can use this little round thing. This is part of a computer repair kit I had. I found that to work kind of nicely, but anything plastic or that's not going to pierce this leather should do the trick. All right, so the next step you want to do is we want to clean the contact points for the park to the switch to park sensor. So in order to do that, GM suggests what you do is you'll push this shift rod and then let go with your thumb like that. Okay. Just like that. All right, you're going to do this 50 times. All right, and that is, according to them, supposed to fix this issue, right? All right, so let's go ahead. At this point, what we're going to do is turn the car on, and we're just verifying that the shift to park message isn't going off, and that's just my rear access door. Got a couple doors open, as you can see. Okay, so at this point the problem seems to not be showing up, which I mean, like, this might have done something. It might have cleaned the contact points off down below the shift assembly. We just don't know. So that's why we're going to go on to the next step. The next step we want to do is we want to remove this whole plate here. Okay, so we're going to start back here. So right along the seam here, there's a clip that's holding it in place. We're going to get that one out. So I suggest a trim removal tool like this. I'll have a link in the description for it down below. There's a fastener about right here in this area. Hopefully you can see it when I pry it back, but you may not. Let's see if I can get out of the way. So it's going to be like right about here. Okay, what you want to do is basically pry up like that. Okay, and then just kind of pull that out. Make sure it's not going nowhere. All right, let's go the other one on the other side. Same thing on this side. That one went back in, so all right, there we go. All right, so at that point we can go ahead and start prying these off. Some on the other side. Oh, there we go. All right. Now the next step we have to do is disconnect all these electrical connectors. One here, there's one here, there's one over on the other side here. I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, the green one right there. Okay, so we'll do the hardest one first, and that is the e-brake. Now you see these two clips here. I already got it started because it took me a while. Like that. Oh, I see. All right. So I took this whole e-brake switch off. Didn't really have to. So when they put it in, it sits like this, and the little thumb tab is on the opposite side. It's not here. But if you can see or reach, maybe you have smaller hands than I do. It's right here. It's just on the hidden side. You can't really see it from this angle. So all you gotta do is grab it with the needle nose, depress that, and there it is. It's kind of oriented like this, so when you open this up, you're not going to see it because it's on that side. Okay. All right, this one's a lot easier. There's a little where my thumbnail is. You can see how I'm depressing it. You just pull that and that comes out. So it's this action right here you want to do. That removes that one, and there's one more. All right, so what you want to do is grab this. There's a little tab right here. Depress that, and then pull. All right, and it should come out. That's the tab you want to push down on. All right, so once you got those out, now you might, if you have a wireless charger, you'll have one down here in front of your shifter. You'll have to disconnect that one. But after that, you can go ahead and pull out the whole center console. All right, so the part that we need to remove is going to be the electrical connector that actually connects to the shifter assembly, and it's towards the back where we are of the console. So what you got to do is get some needle nose pliers, and you can see the tab there. Just going to squeeze that tab and then pull out. It's going to be this tab right here. Just going to squeeze that like so, and then that should unplug it. Now that we got everything unplugged, we're going to install this inline shifter harness jumper from GM. Okay, and right there is the part number 84733196. Okay, and this I got off I think it was GM Parts Direct for like $8. Okay, so here's the inline shifter harness jumper. So all we have to do is plug it in from both sides on that last connector we did, and then it should be installed. This side looks like it goes into the actual shift control assembly, and then this is the other side that we just unplugged. Okay, this is the wires that this plug basically was in the shifter. Okay, so what we're going to do is plug it into here like so. Okay, and then now this is the new end that's going to plug into the actual shifter assembly like that, and then push it. All right, so once you make sure that's in, make sure your other plug is in good, and that's it. Everything is in. Now we can start putting everything back. Time to plug everything back in. So here's our other plug. This is for the lights for the shifter, and oops, it only goes in one way. It'll let you know if you're doing it wrong, like that. And then we'll do the green one. This is for the all-wheel drive modes. Okay, that's in. Gonna put this e-brake, parking brake switch back in. Didn't have to take it out. Anyway, it just kind of goes in, snaps like that. And then last but not least, electrical connector for this. It just pushes in. All right. Make sure all the connectors are actually plugged in well. Solid. Okay. And don't forget, if you have a wireless phone charger at the front, make sure you plug that in too. I don't have one, so. All right, so just go ahead, Start pushing this in like so. Oh. Yeah, all you gotta do is just kind of line everything up and then push it in until it snaps, and then just kind of push down around everything. This looks good. And go ahead and put the shift knob back on. All right, and make sure you got it lined up. Push down all the way until it won't go no more. We'll make sure that mechanism feels good, and then for the boot, just push in. It'll snap into place. There we go. All right, that feels good. All right, that's it. We're all done. Now this inline shifter harness jumper wire should eliminate this problem from ever happening again in the future. All right, that's it for this video. The jumper wire is installed. Everything seems to be working normally as usual. The hardest part about this whole install, I'd say, was just getting to those little wire connectors underneath the console panel, but hopefully this video helps you to actually take those connectors off. But going forward, we're gonna have videos for the Chevy Traverse, maintenance videos. Basically, there's nothing too wrong with it. It's been running pretty well as of now, but go ahead, hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell for more Trick Shift Garage videos, and we'll see you on the next one.